Good morning, good afternoon, everybody. Very happy to welcome you today back to Costa Rica for our fifth installment of our deep dive series. Today we'll be exploring the Central Highlands of Costa Rica, also known as the Coffee Belt. This area is really ideal for somebody wanting to jump out of the city upon arrival or have a place to wrap up a trip for a night or two. Before heading home. We're featuring properties that are just about an hour or two away from the city, so very accessible. And I'm joined today by Costa Rica Sun Tours team members Armando Diaz, Alex Arias, and Leo Chaves. I hope you do have a cup of coffee in hand because we'll be talking to you quite a bit about the coffee culture in Costa Rica and highlighting some of the wonderful features of this area and these properties. So with that, I will hand it over, and if you do have any questions, please put them in the chat or Q&A box, and we'll address those at the end of the webinar. So here you go, guys.
Thank you, Sonia, and thank you everybody for joining us today on this presentation about the coffee belt of the highlands in Costa Rica. I hope everybody's seeing my presentation right now. By the way, this is Costa Rica. This is repeat pictures from every presentation that we have, just in case you don't really know exactly what Costa Rica is. That's us, just in that little point right there between North and South America. And as you know, we used to have direct flights from all these cities. And the good news, after all this craziness going on around the world, our country is going to open the borders next week. First of all, we're going to start with 3 countries, Europe, Canada, and England. So these are the first people that are going to come to Costa Rica to visit as tourists. And that would be a great idea because we can start putting in practice all our protocols to make people feel safe traveling to Costa Rica. So this is the people you're going to be listening today: Armando, Leo, and myself, Alex. So for this presentation, this is the area. Sorry about that. This is Costa Rica, for you wants to know. And this is the area we are going to be talking about today. This is like the highland, the Central Highland, the Central Valley, the coffee belt in Costa Rica. Something that is very important here is most of these places that we are going to present today and the hotels are between 1 to 2 hours away from the main airport. So it's a great place, if you're going to stay away from the cities, if you're going to keep distance from everybody else, these hotels are highly recommended for you to feel safer and comfortable. Okay. So part of the scenery up here in the highlands, because most of us live up here in the highlands, are volcanoes like this. This is Poás Volcano. Beautiful one-day trip from any of these hotels that we are going to be talking about today. It's an easy trip, one day. This is also another volcano. This is Irasu Volcano, the highest volcano in Costa Rica, over 11,000 feet above sea level. And also part of the scenery will be this, coffee plantations. From the Central Valley to the north and to the west and to the east, we are going to have coffee plantations like this. Specifically, this is the area, kind of like a northeast of San Jose, right here. So these are some of the hotels, and I want to invite Armando to tell us about these hotels.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us. This is Hotel Finca Rosablanca. This hotel is located approximately about a 15-20 minutes drive from the San Jose International Airport. It offers about 14 different rooms divided into two categories: junior suite and master suites. And also they have they can make 2 of those junior suites into a master villa, a 2-bedroom villa. They have a very good coffee plantation right there in the hotel. So if you want to stay there, and you can do a one coffee tour maybe that next morning or in the afternoon. Definitely a recommendation is to stay at least 2 nights in those hotels, because could be at the end of the trip or at the beginning of the trip. So you can enjoy everything there. Then we have Sandali Resort. That is another beautiful property on the way to Poas Volcano, maybe about 25 minutes drive from the airport. They have 4 different room categories, about 22 rooms total, with amazing views of the Central Valley, as you can see from those pictures from the restaurant, from the pool area, also from the rooms. Very nice rooms, bigger rooms, and you can do different activities from there, like visiting 2 main coffee plantations, Doca Coffee Plantation and Starbucks Coffee Plantation, where you can see all the process of that coffee from the trees, and then from all the process until you get the coffee on your cup. Besides,
You know,
there are other.
Armando, they also have, they're in the middle of the coffee plantation, and they also have their own system of trails that you can spend the whole day actually hiking in that property.
Yeah, at Sandali, yeah, definitely. They have very beautiful gardens and trails that lead you to a nice, really beautiful waterfall, where you can do, for example, do a tour in the morning, the coffee tour, and then spend the rest of the day in the hotel exploring the property, and of course enjoying their facilities like the pool area, the spa. Look at this beautiful sunset from the pool area of the Sandali Resort. Then we have Poas Volcano Lodge. As the name says, it's close to the volcano. It's en road to the volcano, maybe about 30 minutes drive from the airport, and about 50 minutes from the entrance of the Poas Volcano Lodge. It's a small hotel, about 12 rooms total. They have 2 different room categories: the lodge rooms and the bungalow rooms. Also located close to different attractions like the coffee plantation I mentioned it before, Doca and Starbucks. Also, you can do a day trip to La Paz Waterfall Gardens, where you can see the waterfalls and all different attractions they have there. Very nice rooms, very cozy rooms. This is Peace Lodge. This is a very nice hotel in that area. As you can see, very nice pool areas. Also, they have the beautiful La Paz Waterfall Gardens there. You can visit about 3 different waterfalls in the property. Also, they have different exhibitions of wildlife, butterflies, monkeys, wild cats. They have different room categories, deluxe rooms, standard rooms, and 2 main villas for like a big family. This is a really good property with really nice views, and about 45 minutes drive from San Jose Airport. So it's really, really close to the San Jose Airport.
Yeah, most of these hotels are at the north side of the cities in Costa Rica. So some of the activities, this is an amazing waterfall in one of those facilities, the Park Waterfall Gardens. You can go there for one day from any of the other hotels and just do a little hike and enjoy all these beautiful waterfalls there. We cannot talk about Costa Rica without talking about coffee. By the way, you know, coffee just turned into one of our national symbols. Yesterday, our president signed the law that turned coffee into a national symbol. You know, Costa Rica coffee have the best coffee in the world. No matter what, I don't care what they say, we have the best coffee in the world. And I would like to ask Leo to tell us anything about coffee. I'm sure he has a cup of coffee right now.
Indeed, Alex. Hello, good morning, everyone. Here having my coffee from sunny San Jose in Costa Rica. Just to add before I forget that, as Alex mentioned, our airport will be open, but also not just to England, but also to other countries in Europe, and hopefully soon to United States and Canada. And so we think this is a first step to welcome back our visitors to Costa Rica. Okay, so let's get into coffee history just a little bit. From the Middle Ages, coffee was growing in Africa, in the cloud forest, near the cloud forest in Africa. From there up to the Arab countries, and from there to Europe, and from Europe all the way to the Martinica. So by the end of the 18th century, the coffee was introduced into Costa Rica. So this is one of the most famous plants in the world. And look at that bush, and look at the size of the coffee peaker on the right side. It's not that big. It's about 3 feet tall. And there you can see the cherries. So we're gonna talk a little more about coffee through the presentation, but we definitely are happy to hear that news that Alex just mentioned, that our president declared the coffee as a national symbol. So now with our bird, the clay-coated thrush, and our orchid, our trees, and other symbols, we can share this. And it's important because it's for our social, economic, and cultural development. This is very important, and this is something that we can share with the tourists we have in Costa Rica, the history and the great quality of coffees we have. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, I love to talk about coffee because coffee is what makes this country so different. If we compare the economy of Costa Rica with the other countries in Central America, coffee has a lot to do with these changes. Another things that we can do up in this region will be all these kind of little places here. This is a butterfly garden, but it's not one of those massive, huge butterfly gardens where you're gonna find like 20 for people. This is a private place. This is one of our favorite places to go. You know, when you travel, we know our guides here, we know all these places. You will not find other group in this facility. This is Kirila Garden, and we like to take people there because it's a very unique and private facility. Another things, and up there, you know, products. Most of the beautiful and delicious strawberries are grown up in the mountains close to Poas volcano in that area there. Of course, you know, some of the birds, of course, Costa Rica is about birding too. So some of the main birds that we can see into the coffee plantations will be this, our clay-colored thrush, our national bird, by the way, and another beautiful, the mudmot. You will not spend one day in a coffee plantation without seeing one of these two guys. Now I'm gonna move a little more like northwest part of the Central Valley, talk about a little more other facilities there here. And what about this hotel, Armando?
Yeah, this is Hotel Villa Blanca. This is located in a cloud forest area. It is approximately about 1 hour drive from San Jose International Airport. This hotel, well, originally it was a house from one of the ex-president, Rodrigo Carazo. He died already, but then he turned this on a hotel, and this property is a really beautiful property with nice trails, very good place to see different birds there. Also, it has different three different category rooms: superior, deluxe, and honeymoon. It's a small hotel. It's only 18 rooms. Also, from here you can do different hikings. Not only in the hotel property, you can visit some national reserves around the property. As you can see, this is like a very classic, as old farmhouses. This is like the style of the rooms of the hotel. Very nice hotel. Very nice, really nice hotel in this area.
What about El Silencio?
El Silencio Lodge is also another hotel located in this area. It's about it's about 1 hour. Yeah, about 1 hour, between 45 minutes to 1 hour from the hotel airport. It's located on a really beautiful area, a cloud forest area. You can do some walkings there, going to different waterfalls, and also to visit other places like coffee plantations around the place. Also, you can do some activities like zip line there too. And the rooms are really beautiful rooms. They remodeled the hotel last year. They finished doing this remodelation on the hotel last year because they have a new owner. So they make a really big difference on the hotel and everything. The restaurant also, the food is really good. It's a very quiet place, really beautiful place to just go there and enjoy the views, enjoy the calm of the forest. So it's a really good option.
What about this
Then
place,
we have
Chayote Lodge?
Chayote Lodge. Is located in a town called Naranjo, about less than an hour from San Jose Airport. It's it is located on a coffee farm. It was to be a coffee farm plantation. You can see still the coffee trees there, and the room style is called what is called are called recibidor. This is like in the coffee industry is where the people goes to the who pick up the cherries from the trees. They go to those places and they drop it there, and then from there they goes the trucks and pick up the the seeds of the coffee to take it to the main building to process all the coffee. This is one of those rooms. As you can see, this red, the red little thing box there is one recibidor. This is like what they try to do, similar to the rooms. Also, this hotel here in this area has really nice views from the restaurant, from the rooms also. From you can see the volcanoes, the mountain range. Also located close to the town Naranjos, where you can go and do some sites in there to see some of how the people lives, and also it's en road to Arenal area, to Sarapiquí. So it has a really good location, Chayote Lodge.
Yeah, Armando, you were talking about el recibidor. This in the picture, I love this picture. This is a recibidor de café, and the hotel, Chayote Lodge, was inspired on this specific structure here. And I want to ask Leo to tell us about this specific thing, because I know he loves this. He loves the car, but he also like the recibidor de café.
Thank you, Alex. Yeah, well, look at the car. I mean, we used to carry the coffee all the way to the coast in mules and then in ox carts, and now we have these 4x4 trucks, Toyotas and Land Rovers. Yeah, well, the coffee, it is received in these recibidor, that's the name. So look, all these bushes behind, that's coffee. So nearly 210,000 acres of coffee is grown in Costa Rica. So coffee, what is the secret about coffee? Just I want to share with you that is not about quantity, it's about quality. So we grow some of the best varieties of coffee in the world, and this is controlled by the government, by the Institute of Coffee. But what else? What makes the great coffee we have? It's our soils. So we have volcanic soils, as Alex mentioned, 2 volcanoes that surround the Central Valley, where all these hotels are located. And these are volcanic soils that they are very good for coffee plants. And 2 seasons, we have sun and we have rain. And coffee needs lots of sun and coffee needs lots of rain. Imagine that it rained up to 9 feet here in this area where this picture is taken, near to Rialba in Atirro. So that's why coffee it's so good. It's a combination of things. Yeah, thank you, Alex.
Yeah, we compete with quality, not with quantity. We cannot compete with quantity with countries like Colombia or Brazil and even Vietnam. Here's some more pictures of things that we can do around. You know, you can just walk around with one of our guides and walk around the farm. We know a lot of people that own farms, and we always are welcome to walk around their properties and try some of their fruits. Another thing that I like in this area, it's the town. They're little, really cute towns. This is the town of Sarcero. You can say, I call this Edward Scissorhands town. I don't know if you remember the pictures, because there's this guy that he was famous. He turned this town famous because of his topiary. He had all these kind of crazy designs in the park with pine trees. Another jewel from up there, it's all these organic products that they grow up in the north part of the Central Valley, close to the Boas volcano. So now I'm gonna move to the kind of like a southwest, to the highest mountains in Costa Rica, close to Cerro de la Muerte, which is the home of this beautiful bird, the quetzal. People always ask us as guys, where's the best place to see a quetzal? Most people say Monteverde because it's famous. And my personal opinion, if you're gonna see a quetzal, you have to go to this place, to Cerro de la Muerte, to that Dota area. And for that reason, we have all these hotels here, like Paraíso Quetzal. Armando, you wanna tell us about this place?
Yeah, Paraíso Quetzal is another small hotels. I don't know if you have put attention because to this, but all the hotels I mentioned before, and also these ones we're gonna see in this presentation, are small hotels, not like a big hotel chains that with 60, 100 rooms. No, those are between 15 to 20 rooms. There is one that you're gonna see in a little bit, Saavedra Lodge, that is it's a bigger hotel, but all those hotels are very, very small hotels, as I said, 15 to 20 rooms. So right now in this time that people likes to be like not surrounded by a lot of tourists and other people that they don't know, this is a really good location, really good choices. Paraíso del Quetzal is about 1 hour and 30, between 1 hour 30 minutes from San Jose Airport. It's located in Cerro de la Muerte. It's a cloud forest area. Those are, this is like it's very simple rooms, as you can see. It's like a really nothing fancy like with other hotels we just saw a few minutes ago. But it's really, really cozy, and just to stay there, to feel the cloud forest, to see the clouds, hear the birds. This is what it does this place special. This area very, very special. And as Alex said, this is one of the best places, Cerro de la Muerte, to observe the Quetzal almost every year around.
You know, Armando, I think what you mentioned is very important, and it's going to be super important in the next year, because people wanted to travel, and we wanted to provide the best solutions, the best opportunities to travel safe. So we want people to make feel safe when they're traveling. That's what we are. We wanted to recommend all these hotels. We have been there. We know the owners. These are locally owned. We know the way they work. We know all the protocols that they're going to follow in the next year. So people have to feel safe, and we're trying to bring that opportunity to all these people. So let's move a little higher up to this next hotel, Dantica Lodge.
Yeah, Dantica is also another small hotel, just about 12 rooms total, divided into different categories, bungalows and suites. Is located like on the entrance of the Saavedra Valley. It's a very nice hotel with different options. You can go there for hiking, to observe birds. Also, they have for people who likes like the art, they have a very nice art gallery. The owner of the hotel has a very nice art gallery right there at the hotel. So you, during the nights with a glass of wine, you just can go and walk around the art gallery to see observe the different things they offer there. Also, if you are interested, you can buy some of those artisans. The hotel has really nice views from the rooms, as you can see. Same as Paraíso del Quetzal. Everything is like a very cloudy there, very nice. You have a really good place to stay there in Dantica Lodge. Also, the food is really good there. They have a really good cuisine there.
Okay, let's go to the next one. What about this one?
That's Trogon Lodge. This is also a very nice hotel. This is right in the Saavedra Valley. Right in, to go there, you have to drive from San Jose Airport, maybe the most 2 hours, depending on the traffic. Maybe 2 hours, but it's a really nice hotel there. Also, it's a small hotel. It's only 24 rooms, 2 different categories, just standard and superior, to make it very simple for everybody how to sell this hotel. Surrounded by the mountains, by the forest. Also, a lot of birds there. You can do very walks, hiking. Also to explore some of the waterfalls that is near there in the Saavedra River, one of the cleanest rivers in Central America. Food is also very good there. Very nice restaurant, also a very quiet place.
You know, another interesting thing, Armando, this area, Dota, they have not reported one single case of coronavirus.
Yeah.
The whole time. So that's a great news for everybody. One of the few places
in Costa Rica.
So, okay, let's go. See, this is the room. Let's go to the next hotel, Saavedra.
Yeah, Saavedra Lodge, this is like the biggest hotel. From this presentation, is the biggest hotel. It has a total of 50 rooms, divided in between standard rooms and junior suites. It's located on a huge property. They have very nice trails where you can walk and see a lot of different birds, different trees. Very nice gardens. They have all the services, well, except a pool, because it's a cold area. It's not like a really good place to go and to take a swim, but it's a very nice hotel with a really good spa, and also very nice bar area, as you can see. Also, the restaurant is very good. They are implementing all those new protocols for safety for their guests. The people, well, and the hotel is really, really a really beautiful hotel with nice rooms. Mainly we use the junior suite because I like the more comfortable rooms of the hotel offers. So this is a really good choice here. If, for example, we use this hotel mainly for groups because of the size of the group, so it's easy to get the space there. But for small families or a couple, we prefer to use the other hotels like Trogon or Paraíso del Quetzal, Tantica. So this is a really good place also to stay there.
Thank you, Armando. And you're right. People don't go to these hotels to enjoy a swimming pool. This is a nice place up in the mountains, and people go there just to, enjoy a beautiful hike in the cloud forest, do some birding, um, go and explore with a guide that will explain everything that they would see and have a better experience. One of my favorite places for photography. This is my friends here. They're trying to get pictures of these beautiful hummingbirds that live out there, like this beautiful hummingbird. You believe those colors? Oh my God. Leo, you want to say anything else about this area?
Well, Alex, I want to keep talking about coffee. Come on.
I know you want to keep talking about coffee. And I know the best coffee of Costa Rica comes from that area, from
exactly. That's what I want to add, that all these cloud forests. Remember what I told you, the coffee came from cloud forest in Africa, which just below all these hotels and lodges that Armando mentioned, we have probably the best and healthiest coffee groves in the whole country. And this is called as the Saints, Los Santos. Extensive coffee groves grow in these mountains. But it's not just about the plant, it's not just about the economy, the importance of coffee. It's also, the coffee is really part of our culture. Recently, I learned that Costa Ricans drink an average of 10 to 13 pounds of coffee a year. I mean, I probably drink more, Alex. I don't know. I probably drink
I know you
5
drink
to
more.
6 cups a day. So my guess is with Finland, we are probably one of the most heavy-duty coffee drinkers in the world. I understand Americans drink close to 5 kilos of coffee a year, but it's really important for our culture. I have to remind you that families get together. It is really a social event. We always drink coffee with goodies, with tortillas and cheese. So it is a great way to meet families, to see friends. Yeah, so welcome to Costa Rica. And the good thing about all these hotels, as we mentioned earlier, they are all located right in that coffee belt. So you will learn and you will taste coffee. Out of 10 Costa Ricans, 9 Costa Ricans drink coffee. So it's rarely, but sometimes it happens to be there a Costa Rica that doesn't drink coffee.
Leo.
Right, Armando?
Leo, we need to work on your definition of a cup of coffee, because you don't drink a cup of coffee. You drink a big cup of coffee. That's a big difference.
You're right. We use coffee mugs. We use big jars.
Yes.
We don't drink that much espresso with tiny cups. No. It's heavy-duty drinkers. You're right.
Thank you, Leo. So another things that we can go do up there in the cloud forest is just go for a hike. And as we are walking along the trail, we never know what we are gonna see. This group, I was with this group about 3 months ago, and we found this amazing tree with 4 different individuals of quetzals doing their display. That was a really nice surprise for these people. So we're supposed to hike for 3 hours, but we spent 3 hours right there, sitting in that place without moving 1 meter away from that area. And this is also the kind of the scenery up there. This is up in the Cerro de la Muerte, different type of forest. This is what we call Paramo, good place to go hiking. And this is the end of our presentation today, guys. I hope you have enjoyed this little talk about the hotels and the coffee in Costa Rica. And thank you, Armando. Thank you, Leo. And thank you, Sonia. I don't know if anybody have any questions about this presentation.
Wow, thanks so much, Alex, Leo, Armando. That was great. I certainly feel like I need to go reheat my morning coffee. Leo, you're cracking me up. Just a question about, what to bring along. Let's say somebody is spending 2 nights and they want to get out, they want to do a hike, they want to do some birding, they want to do some coffee. Do the guides, will they have binoculars, scopes? Do the guests need to bring their own? How does that work? I know sometimes you get lucky and you see something easily, and sometimes.
Yeah, I'm gonna take this one. Sonia, 2 things, there are, before and after COVID. Of course, all our guides always bring a spotting scope along with us, and also extra binoculars. I have to say, things have changed, and for the next year, we will ask people to bring their own binoculars, because we don't want to share binoculars, because this situation is happening right now.
Yes.
What to bring? Comfortable shoes, bottle of water so they can drink water, and a life jacket, and of course rain gear, because you never know in Costa Rica.
Okay, perfect. No, that's really good. I mean, I can say from my own experience that the Saavedra Valley, for the birding and the hikes and the beauty, was incredible. That's probably one of my favorite areas of Costa Rica. Really, really wonderful. And I don't think we really have any other questions. So unless anybody else wants to add anything, we can wrap it up. This was wonderful. Leo or
Yeah, no,
Armando?
just we have been working hard with our protocols. Feel people is safe. A lot of reading, a lot of talks with our suppliers, with our hotels, with our guides. We're doing trainings. So hopefully soon we will have our visitors back in Costa Rica. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Oh, yes, I totally agree with that, Leo. Getting back on track. A question did pop in asking the best time for hiking. Because of the amount of rain that the area can get, would you guys recommend one time over another, season over another?
Alex, yeah, I can say you can do trekking and hiking all year around in Costa Rica. The difference is that in the rainy season, you have to spend the best time that is in the morning, because in the morning you have less rain. So basically, for hiking and trekking all year round, and if you happen to be in the rainy season, probably it will rain in the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Leo, I want to add that the best time to go to Costa Rica is when you have time. If you have vacation,
There
go
you
to
go.
Costa Rica.
Yeah, that's a good one. And plus, there's nothing better than being rained on in the rainforest, right?
Exactly.
One more question. Wondering if we would combine this area with a more wildlife-filled area. So heading to Osa maybe, or to, I mean, you would combine it, I would say, with just about any area, but would you guys have any comments on that?
Well, what do you mean with more wildlife area? There are a lot of wildlife there, Sonia, as you know. But to answer your question, good combination would be, let's say, Cerro de la Muerte with the Osa Peninsula, or also Cerro de la Muerte with Tortuguero, or Cerro de la Muerte with Sarapiquí and Arenal. It's really easy. Remember, most of these hotels are less than 2 hours from the airport. So it's a good place just to go in transit. But I recommend, as Armando was saying, stay 2 nights in this hotel.
Yes, and I will add, Alex, like we mentioned, these hotels are right at the coffee belt, and that means that this is very close to the cloud forest. So ideally, where you want to go next is to the rainforest or to the beach. So you can go from the cloud forest to the tropical rainforest and the beach in just a matter of 3 hours or less. So usually people combine in Costa Rica the cloud forest plus the beach or the tropical rainforest.
Right, I think that answers the question pretty well. That's fantastic. So gracias again, guys. That was really, really interesting, and nice to know what the options are just outside of the city, how much is accessible, and how much can be done just within an hour or 2 away. So thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. And if you have any further questions, don't hesitate to contact me at Cuisine Collection or the guys at Costa Rica Sun Tours. Gracias.
Okay, everybody, have a good one.
Ciao.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.